my dearest friend. Welcome back to Speak Easy English with David. I am David, your English teacher, your guide, and your partner on this journey. I am so truly happy to sit down with you again today. Thank you for clicking on this video, and thank you for taking time to practice your English with me. Today, we're going to talk about a topic that is very real, very human, and very common for everyone around the world. We are going to talk about a bad day. In our lesson today, we are going to listen to a comforting story about a young man named Sam. Sam has a day where absolutely everything goes wrong from the moment he opens his eyes. He faces many small, annoying problems. But at the end of the day, Sam learns a very beautiful lesson about patience, a warm cup of tea, and the power of a positive mind. As always, I am going to speak very slowly and very clearly. I will use very simple grammar and easy words so your mind can completely relax. You do not need to feel any stress, and you do not need to feel any anxiety. Just sit back, listen with a calm heart, and let the English words enter your mind peacefully. After the story, we will do our special repeat after me speaking practice. So, please, take a very deep breath in, let the air out slowly, and let's begin. It is a cold, gray Monday morning. Outside, the wind is blowing loudly, and dark clouds cover the sun. Inside his small apartment, Sam is sleeping deeply under his heavy green blanket. Sam is 26 years old. He has a kind heart, short brown hair, and he works at a computer repair shop down the street. Usually, Sam is a very cheerful person. But today is not going to be an easy day for Sam. Suddenly, a loud, sharp sound fills the room. Sam jumps with surprise. He opens his eyes and looks at his digital alarm clock. The clock reads 8:15 a.m. Sam gasps.
Oh no, I am late. My alarm clock did not ring at 7 a.m.
Sam throws off his blanket and runs out of bed. He is moving very fast. He throws on a black t-shirt and gray pants. Because he is rushing, he does not look down at his feet. Sam hits his little toe against the hard wooden corner of his bed. The pain is sharp and intense. He hops on one foot around the room, holding his toe. He takes a deep breath to stop the pain. He needs to go to work right now. He runs into the kitchen to grab a banana for breakfast. He picks up the banana, but his fingers are slippery. The banana falls to the floor. Splat! The banana breaks open on the kitchen tiles. Sam sighs deeply. His shoulders drop. He does not have time to clean it up perfectly. He leaves the kitchen and grabs his backpack. Sam runs out of his apartment door. He reaches into his pockets to look for his keys so he can lock the door. He checks his right pocket. It is empty. He checks his left pocket. It is empty. He checks his backpack. Nothing.
Where are my keys?
Sam asks himself, feeling a wave of panic in his chest. He looks inside the apartment window. There, sitting safely on the dining table, are his keys. The door is already locked from the outside. Sam is locked out of his own home. He cannot go back inside, and he cannot lock the top lock. He feels an enormous weight of frustration.
This is a terrible day.
Sam leaves his apartment building and walks quickly down the sidewalk. He does not have his umbrella because he was rushing. Suddenly, the clouds open up. It begins to rain heavily. The cold rain hits Sam's face and soaks his black t-shirt. Within 2 minutes, his hair is completely wet, and his shoes are full of water. Sam stands at the street corner, waiting for the traffic light to turn green. He is wet, cold, and unhappy. Just then, a large yellow delivery truck drives past very fast. The truck hits a deep puddle of muddy water near the sidewalk. Splash! A giant wave of dirty, brown water flies into the air and hits Sam from head to toe. Sam stands completely still. Muddy water drops from his chin. His clothes are completely ruined. He looks at the truck driving away. He wants to yell. He wants to cry. He feels so incredibly angry. He thinks, why is this happening to me? Why today? He closes his eyes, takes a slow breath, and continues walking. He finally arrives at the computer repair shop at 8:45 a.m. He is 45 minutes late. He opens the glass door. His boss, a tall man named Mr. Harris, is standing near the counter. Mr. Harris looks at his watch. Then he looks at Sam's wet, muddy clothes. Mr. Harris frowns deeply.
Sam, you are very late. And you look like a total mess. This is not professional.
Sam lowers his head.
I am so sorry, Mr. Harris. My alarm did not ring. I hurt my foot. I locked my keys inside, and a truck splashed me with mud.
Mr. Harris looks at Sam's sad face and his dripping wet t-shirt. Mr. Harris's face softens just a little bit. He sighs.
Okay, Sam. I understand you have a problem today. But we have many customers. Please go to the bathroom, dry yourself with some paper towels, and start working immediately.
Thank you.
Sam says quietly. The rest of the day does not get much better. Sam sits at his work desk, but his mind is tired and distracted. At 11 o'clock, a customer brings in a small laptop. Sam opens the computer to fix the screen. While he is working, he reaches for his water bottle. His elbow hits the bottle. The water spills all over his work desk, soaking important repair papers. Sam quickly grabs a towel to clean the mess, feeling his face turn red with embarrassment. At 2 o'clock, Sam tries to turn on a very expensive computer. A tiny puff of gray smoke comes out of the computer tower. The computer completely dies. Sam's heart drops. He made a small mistake with the wires. He has to spend 2 long hours fixing his own error. By 5 o'clock, Sam is completely exhausted. His body feels heavy, his foot still hurts, and his brain feels completely numb. He feels like a total failure. He thinks, I cannot do anything correctly today. I am a bad worker. I am having the worst day of the year. Finally, the clock strikes 6 o'clock. The workday is over. Sam packs his backpack slowly. He says goodbye to Mr. Harris and steps outside. The rain has stopped now. The sky is a dark, peaceful blue, and the evening air is cool and fresh. Sam walks slowly back toward his apartment building. He remembers that he does not have his keys. He has to call the building manager, an old man named Tom, to unlock his door. Sam stands outside his door for 20 minutes, waiting for Tom. He feels cold and small. Finally, Tom walks up the stairs with a large ring of silver keys. Tom looks at Sam's muddy pants and wet shoes. Tom smiles gently. Tom asks in a kind, grandfatherly voice.
Rough day, Sam.
Sam looks up and nods his head.
Yes, Tom. A very, very bad day.
Tom unlocks the door with a loud click. He opens the door and pats Sam on the shoulder.
Go inside, my boy. Take a hot shower, drink something warm, and go to sleep. Tomorrow the sun will shine again.
Thank you, Tom.
Sam steps inside his quiet apartment. He immediately walks into the bathroom and turns on the hot water. He steps into the shower. The warm water pours over his head, washing away the cold rain, the dirty mud, and the heavy stress of the day. He feels his tight muscles relax. He puts on dry, clean, soft pajamas. He walks into the kitchen and carefully cleans up the broken banana from the morning. Then, he boils some fresh water and makes a hot cup of chamomile tea with a big spoonful of sweet honey. Sam sits down on his comfortable sofa. He holds the warm ceramic mug in both hands. The steam from the tea rises into the air, smelling like sweet flowers. He takes a slow sip. The hot liquid warms his throat and calms his stomach. He looks around his living room. It is safe. It is warm. It is quiet. Sam begins to think about all the bad things that happened today. He looks at his hurt toe. It still hurts a little, but it will heal. He thinks about the truck mud. My clothes can be washed. He thinks about the computer smoke. I fixed the mistake in the end. He thinks about Mr. Harris. He was not furious. He was just serious. A quiet feeling of peace enters Sam's chest. He lets out a long, slow breath. He realizes an important truth. The day was full of problems, yes, But Sam survived. He did not give up. He handled every single obstacle, step by step. The bad events did not break him. They were just temporary annoyances. Sam smiles a small, tired, but genuine smile.
It was just a bad day.
He whispers to the quiet room.
It is not a bad life.
He drinks the last drop of his sweet tea, walks into his bedroom, and sets his alarm clock very carefully for 7 a.m. He tests it to make sure it works. He climbs into his warm, cozy bed and pulls the green blanket up to his chin. He closes his eyes, letting go of Monday completely, ready and hopeful for the bright, beautiful Tuesday morning that is waiting for him. Now, my wonderful friend, it is time for our repeat after me speaking practice. This is the moment where we unlock your speaking confidence and make your pronunciation clear and beautiful. Speak out loud in your room. Let your voice ring out with strength. Remember, saying the sentences out loud trains your brain to speak English naturally without any anxiety. Let's practice together. I am having a very bad day. My alarm clock did not ring. Please help me find my silver keys. The cold rain is falling heavily. A large truck splashed muddy water. A bad day is only 24 hours. Thank you for your kind help tonight. I am wearing warm and clean pajamas. The hot tea tastes sweet and good. Tomorrow will be a fresh start. It is a bad day, not a bad life. Now, my friend, I am going to tell a short part of Sam's story again. This time, I will speak at a natural, slightly conversational speed. Do not worry if you miss a few individual words. Just relax your ears, trust your brain, and focus on the natural rhythm and melody of the conversational English sentences. Sam was a 26-year-old computer repairman who experienced a chaotic Monday morning where everything went completely wrong. After his alarm clock failed to ring, he rushed out of bed, stubbed his toe, dropped his breakfast, and accidentally locked his keys inside his apartment. To make matters worse, it started raining heavily during his walk, and a passing delivery truck splashed him with dirty puddle water from head to toe. He arrived at work 45 minutes late to a very strict boss, and his afternoon was full of stressful technical mistakes at his desk. However, after returning home with the help of his building manager, taking a hot shower, and drinking a warm cup of honey tea, Sam realized that the day's obstacles were only temporary and felt completely hopeful for a fresh start on Tuesday morning. You did an absolutely magnificent job today. I am so incredibly happy and deeply proud that you stayed, listened to the story, and practiced your pronunciation with me until the very end of this entire lesson. You are a truly wonderful and dedicated student. Thank you so much for spending this peaceful, relaxing, and motivating time with me. David, here on Speak Easy English with David. If Sam's story comforted your heart and helped you feel more confident about practicing your English today, please click that like button right now. Your likes are incredibly powerful because they tell the YouTube algorithm to find this slow, gentle lesson and share it with thousands of other wonderful students across the world who want to learn English calmly and without any pressure. Remember to share this video with a friend, a classmate, or anyone in your life who is having a difficult week and needs a gentle, relaxing break to smile. And if you want to keep expanding your vocabulary, improving your listening comprehension, and building your real-world speaking confidence with me every single week, please click that subscribe button and hit the little notification bell so you never miss a new lesson. Keep practicing, stay calm, and always remember that the sun shines brightest after the darkest storm. I will see you in our very next lesson. Bye-bye.